But the Anfield skipper also feels there is unfinished business in the Champions League after a heartbreaking 3-1 defeat by Real Madrid in last season's final. "When you lose in a final, it always stays with you, always," said Henderson. "You always want to use that as motivation to try and get back there and maybe put that right." Jurgen Klopp's side restart their Champions League campaign tonight when they host German giants Bayern Munich in the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie. It will be only the 8th time they have met in competitive football and just the second in the European Cup. The first was in 1981 when Liverpool won 1-1 on away goals in the semi-final and went on to beat, ironically, a Real Madrid in the final. Liverpool reached the knockout stage after fighting hard to get out of a tough Group C before Christmas, beating Napoli in their final game to finish second to Paris St-Germain And England midfielder Henderson admits they are driven by their defeat by Real in Kiev last May. Jurgen Klopp's side were in the game until the Spanish side took control when Mohamed Salah was forced off with a shoulder injury following a clash with Sergio Ramos. Goalkeeper Karius gifted Real an opener when he threw the ball at Karim Benzema before Sadio Mane equalised. But Gareth Bale scored a wonder goal before another Karius howler handed the Welshman a second and ended the Reds' hopes of a 6th European Cup. "I feel as though we used the Europa League final against Sevilla in 2016 defeat in the right way," said Henderson. "We progressed from there, and we need to do the same with the Champions League and we need to keep improving. We need to use that as determination to get back there. And if we get back there, hopefully we will go one step further." Liverpool's run to the Champions League final last season did not cost them their place in the top 4 of the Premier League as they held off a challenge from Chelsea. But they did drop 10 points on the domestic front in games immediately following European knockout ties while they were on the road to Kiev. A similar dip in league form this term would be catastrophic to their chances of winning their first league title since 1990. They are second behind leaders Manchester City on goal difference, but do have a game in hand on the defending champions. The players held a meeting in Spain at their training camp in Marbella last week as they urged each other not to take their eyes off the ball in either competition. "I feel as though we have a good enough squad to cope with the games when they are coming thick and fast," said Henderson. "It is down to us to keep performing, no matter what competition it is. We will give everything and just be mentally ready for the next few months. It is why Marbella was such an important week for us to get ready." The fact Henderson is even fielding questions about going for a League and European Cup double shows how far this side has come under Klopp since 2015.